I think Lil Baby is bisexual. I was sucking and I started going down. And he didn't stop me. He put his legs back to him.
I would say my last relationship definitely taught me, like, when somebody show you who they are, believe the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th time, you have to believe them. No matter how much, like, time really don't heal. Time do not heal. That person gonna always be them.
Time only heals if a person is, like, mentally there with it. You know, like, time don't heal if it's two people on Twitter.
Jayda Wayda just made a mistake that has the entire internet buzzing, you know? Indeed, she essentially verified the identity of the person that everyone has been speculating about as Lil Baby's real sugar daddy. It turns out to be exactly who we all assumed it was. She did not jump on live and call out the man's name, though. However, fans believe she simply brought attention to one of the most influential figures in Lil Baby's circle. The same man connected to that notorious white party photo, the private jets, the courtside seats, and all those billionaire connections, based on what she posted, how she has been moving, and what those close to her are saying online. This is where things become even more complicated, since there is more to the theory than just the fact that this man is giving Lil Baby financial support. No, it is believed that Jada left because she supposedly learned he was under DL, and this purported mentoring was far more intimate than the general public ever understood. The timing, the receipts, and the manner Jada is handling it have everyone convinced that she just revealed the one name Lil Baby has been trying to avoid making the news, whether you believe it or not. Here is Jada herself discussing how she attempted to try again with Lil Baby, but it did not work out before we even get to the receipts. And for many, that was the tipping point that proved she had already decided what was actually happening.
I would say my last relationship definitely taught me, like, when somebody show you who they are, believe the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th time, you have to believe them. No matter how much, like, time really don't heal. Time do not heal. That person gonna always be them.
Time only heals if a person is, like, mentally there with it. You know, like, time don't heal if it's two people on Twitter.
People did not have to speculate much once Jada dropped that tiny breadcrumb. The name was already in their minds, and it immediately brought up that picture of Michael Rubin's white party. Are you familiar with the shot? Little infant in the spotlight. There with him was Rubin. Another visitor was so close that it appeared as though they were all moving together. It was more than just a group photo. The smiles, the posture, the body language. People were taking screenshots of it more quickly than a TMZ photographer. Subsequently, 50 Cent reposted with a comment that essentially reads, "What is going on here?" That's when the internet went into overdrive. For longtime viewers, however, this was more than just a humorous party picture. For many, it served as tangible proof of what they had been speculating about for months, that Rubin is not only Lil Baby's friend, but is also supposedly the one making financial and possibly even personal arrangements behind the scenes.
Gonna get another drunken hug tonight. I don't care what anyone says. You're getting a drunken hug. You too. You too. Drunken hugs are coming tonight.
The jokes began to take a more pointed turn after that. The nickname Sugar Daddy persisted. The DL rumors increased in volume. All of a sudden, every single image of Lil Baby with Rubin or other powerful men was being examined, frame by frame. And believe it or not, that one picture ended up serving as the foundation for a whole hypothesis. Michael Rubin is not just any rich person that shows up in Lil Baby's photos. As you are well aware, athletes, music executives, and some of the most influential people in the industry make up his billionaire circle. You have already seen Lil Baby in the midst of all of this if you have been following along throughout the years. Lil Baby has even shared the backstory of that white party picture. In reality, he claims, Michael Rubin is his pal, and when the photo was shot, they were only engaged in play wrestling. It was merely a moment that happened to be captured on camera, nothing profound.
Rubin was never hugging me. I was dapping Kuzma up, and Mike happy to see me. He ran over there, and we started like wrestling, like touching it. And the picture, like Mike, one of my real good friends, we had a party with goddamn 200-300 people. There's nothing weird to go on with all these people in the mix, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna get on the internet and go back and forth and I told him, man, that's a crazy looking picture, you know what I'm saying?
However, despite his clarification, supporters continue to criticize the friendship for other reasons. The most memorable story is the one about gambling. Lil Baby said that in less than 2 days, he lost about $9 million. And it was Rubin who intervened when things got that terrible. Baby claims that in order to prevent him from continuing to wager, Rubin personally contacted casinos to have him barred.
What's the most you ever lost gambling on? $8 million. How long?
Like 1 day, like probably like
40 hours straight, I lost like 8 million, 9 million.
That's not much.
I made myself stop gambling. I had Michael Rubin write a letter to every casino and ban me from the casino. Because I just do shit. You know what I'm saying?
For some, that simply sounds like a devoted buddy watching out for you. However, now, Lil Baby made it a point to avoid getting any tattoos for a very long period. In interviews, he would mention how maintaining a tidy appearance allowed him to navigate corporate circles without being stereotyped. It was included into his brand. When he was asked, he said this.
I hear that you say that you don't have any tattoos at all.
Nope.
So what's the reason why you made sure in the world of tattoos, you don't have any?
Being younger, like, I don't want no tattoo. I know I'm gonna have something to do when I get older.
Yes, sir.
With my money, and I don't want to be like a thug. Like, even though, like, I'm almost a thug, I was a thug.
Yeah.
I don't want to be no thug. You feel? I don't want people to look at me like I'm a thug. You get what I'm saying? That ain't what I want. People with tattoos, and to me, you look like a thug.
Damn.
Only time I can see me getting a tattoo, like, it gotta be real sentimental to me. Like,
Yeah.
Thus, it was already news when admirers noticed his first tattoos. However, the location, directly on his inner thighs, was what really confused folks. No one anticipated that, and the timeline immediately asked, why there of all places? The performance that pushed it over the edge followed. Wearing shorts, a tank top, and a pink belt, he is on stage, moving around and lifting his shorts just enough to show off his ink. This is one of those fan films that got everyone talking.
Too cold, you gon' fuck around and drown. Out this way. Too hard, don't stand too cold, you gon' fuck around and drown. Out this way. Going on these shows, I've been on the road. I don't care why I go, come as I get paid. Going on these shows, I've been on the road. I don't care why I go, come as I get paid.
Screen recording, zooming in, and reposting such clips with, let us say, overtly explicit subtitles did not take long. Others immediately linked it to the DL rumors, describing it as a soft debut for a different side of him, while others dismissed it as him simply flaunting new tattoos and feeling himself. And as that gained traction, it served as even further argument that this was more than just tattoos. Do not be fooled though, for Lil Baby had to clear the noise once more. Lil Yachty acknowledged on his podcast that he did not find the jokes humorous, and that he even used security footage from the white party to demonstrate how brief and innocuous the embrace was. The problem is that he never made the video public, and when you post it online and say, I have proof, but I am not showing it, people believe it does not support your claims. It did not settle things down. On the contrary, it gave the rumor mill additional fodder. This is where it begins to seem less like a coincidence, because James Harden is the first name that comes to mind when people begin to link Lil Baby's pattern. Furthermore, their friendship is not subtle. Courtside together, traveling together, and attending major events as if they were a bundle, they have been out here for years. But it was Harden's extravagant birthday present in 2020 that truly made an impression on people. He pulled up with honey buns, a Richard Mille watch worth another little fortune, and a Prada suitcase filled with $100,000 in cash. Real honey buns, indeed. The Baby unwrapping the bag video went viral.
Give me a Prada bag because he proud of me. Full of honey buns. With a honey bun, you know what I'm saying? Man, shit ain't got serious, man. You hear me, man? I'm on the ground with a honey bun and a honey bun. You got two Richie, man? Two Richie one day, man. And he proud of you, sir. Hey, he brought me a Prada bag because he proud of me, man. You feel me? Prada bag because he proud of you. Yeah. Honey bun. They gonna have to catch up tomorrow. They gonna have to catch up tomorrow. They gonna have to catch up tomorrow. But they gonna try to try. Shit. They right, y'all. Come on. You deserve it. Come on. You know, I like getting that paper. Hey, nobody move me.
Some people thought it was nothing more than a wealthy acquaintance showing off. Others, however, concealed it as a part of this larger narrative. One comment that elicited a lot of side eyes and laughter read, "The point is that Lil Baby has been offering his honey buns to Harden. Hard evidence is not necessary on the internet. All they need is a theory they believe works, a few inside jokes, and a few spectacular moments." Not long after that birthday occasion, Harden and Lil Baby were back in the news together, this time in Paris at Fashion Week 2021. It nevertheless found them. Things became quite messy in front of numerous cameras after French police stopped their vehicle and claimed to have smelled cannabis. After being frisked and questioned, Harden was released. Not so fortunate was Lil Baby, who was photographed being escorted toward a police van and punished for possession. Naturally, those photos were posted online before they had even returned to the hotel.
It's okay. I don't understand.
it was considered an unfavorable circumstance at the time. In retrospect, however, admirers have incorporated it into the design. Another high-profile incident involving Harden that made headlines. One more video clip for the compilations. Because the internet eventually expanded beyond Harden, this is where it goes farther. Lil Baby and other musicians have also been the subject of speculations, including the possibility that he was involved with Juice WRLD. Nothing verified, no concrete evidence, but in the opinion of those who are already persuaded, all of it is a part of the same narrative. Then there came the drama of the leaked tape, a video that purportedly showed someone who resembled Lil Baby performing oral X to another man began making the rounds on the internet. It became even more problematic when Instagram model Teresa LeVay suggested that Lil Baby might not be straight during a podcast, hinting at a personal encounter with him. She provided just enough information for the rumor pages to ponder, but not enough to provide specifics.
It was a one-night stand. Play with Lil Baby's ass.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
He gave me $40,000. So Lil Baby has slid in my DMs. He asked me if I was in Miami, and I told him, yeah. He texted me, told me to pull up, and the first time we linked up was weird. He kept touching me. Like, I get it, you know, you got a lot of people, that's just a setup situation. But it was just weird because he kept touching me and he was just rubbing me. Like it got to the point where I felt like, okay, is he like trying to figure out if I'm a woman or a man? And then after that, it was fascinating, honestly. Play with Lil Baby's ass. But the third time we linked up, I ate his asshole out. Yeah. I think Lil Baby is bisexual. I was sucking his, yeah, and I started going down. And yeah, he didn't stop me. He put his legs back to him. Yeah, he was holding him.
Jada has been silent during all of this. She has maintained the co-parenting line, remained focused on her enterprises, and kept things clean without confirming or denying anything. The problem is that such rumors do not simply go away. The theory is brought back into the spotlight each time Lil Baby appears at another event, releases a performance video, or is seen with the same identities. The question may not be whether it is true or not. Perhaps the more pertinent issue is, what will be the next thing to drop?